Hey loves, Denise here and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great Monday morning so far. So first off, I just wanted to apologize if the lighting is weird in this video, also if my energy is a bit low. I just wanted to really disclose that I've been having an absolutely lazy Sunday today. Normally I like to wake up really early and just start filming, but for whatever reason, when I woke up this morning, I was still very groggy and I just couldn't tear myself away from my bed. So it basically took me forever to finally get up, and it is almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, and this is ideally not the best time for me to be filming, but I already am. Also, a few minutes ago, I burned the crap out of my ear, if that looks a bit red, trying to do my hair, so it's just been a crazy morning overall. But with that said, let me get right into today's video. So you guys have asked me through DMs and all that about my tattoos, and that is what I'm going to be talking about today. So I'm going to be talking about the inspiration for my tattoos, who my tattoo artist is, as well as pricing for the tattoos that I got. And that said, let's just get right into it. So first off, my tattoo artist is Chen. He has a studio here in the Bay Area. I believe right now it's in San Francisco. When I first got tattooed by him, I believe it was at Royalty Tattoo Collective in Burlingame, but he has since moved from there. I will link all of his information down below in case you guys wanted to check out his work and maybe even schedule a tattoo session of your own. So first off, I just want to talk about how for a very long time, I thought that I would be the type of person who would never get a tattoo. Yes, there have been times where, I had thought of something that I would like to get, but I feel like a lot of my ideas had changed over, a few months or so. So I figured I was changing my mind too much that I couldn't make that type of permanent commitment to putting something on my body. But out of nowhere, I was traveling in Europe, and two of the new friends that I had made, Maria and Marissa, were going to get tattoos done in Paris, and I was pretty much inspired to get my first tattoo. Even though I wasn't able to go with them to get their tattoos in Paris, I basically brainstormed my tattoo as I continued my Euro trip onto Rome, and really just decided that as soon as I get back home, I'm going to schedule my appointment and I'm going to get my very first tattoo. And this brings me to my first tattoo, and it is the one that is right down the back of my spine, and it says, "Je suis jamais allé, mais j'en rêve," and that means I've never been there, but I dream. So my first tattoo is really just a reminder for me to not be afraid to go after what I want in life. I know that I'm capable of achieving so much in my lifetime, and it's basically a promise and a reminder to keep dreaming until my dreams actually become my reality. For those of you who don't know, I do speak fluent French. While I was in Paris, I was able to get around easily, and I took French for 4 years in high school, and when I graduated, I even got the Bank of America Award for Foreign Language of French. So my very first tattoo that went down my back was $60, and then I did tip him as well, so it was a total of $80. So my second and third tattoos, which are right here on my wrists, were a spur of the moment decision. I went with my friend Mike Rowland, aka Old Hickory Ham, for his birthday to a flash tattoo sale because it was May 13th or Friday the 13th. And at Royalty Tattoo Collective, they had these special promos where you can pretty much pick any tattoo off of this sheet and you would get your tattoo for $13 and then plus $7 included tip. So both of these tattoos were $20. And again, like I thought I would be the type of person to never get a tattoo, there was a time where I was like, there was no way I would ever get a flash tattoo. I couldn't imagine making a decision just by like picking a tattoo off of a sheet of paper. But these two tattoos actually spoke to me really well, and I was able to just make that decision in why I wanted to get them. So here on my left wrist, I have some wildflowers, and these ones really just represent my never-ending desire for growth. I love the springtime when the wildflowers are just in bloom across the sides of the freeway, and it just, you know, sparks for like new beginnings and growth and change, and that's what these flowers really mean for me. And then the semicolon that I have over here on my right wrist. So this is part of the movement to support mental health awareness. So I have very close friends as well as family members who have struggled with their mental health in the past. So using a sentence as a simile for your life, a semicolon is used when you could have chosen to end your sentence, but instead you decided to keep going. And I really just think the semicolon tattoo is really beautiful with that type of meaning behind it. On top of that, I am kind of a grammar Nazi, and I take punctuation and grammar very serious. So that's another kind of nerdy meaning for this tattoo for me. Now, my fourth tattoo is on my side ribs on my left side. And I was actually inspired to get this tattoo for my 30th birthday when I was actually vacationing in Miami. So I had stopped at a tattoo parlor thinking that I was going to get like a small tattoo on the back of my neck for a lotus flower, which, you know, represents, you know, rising up through muddy waters and, you know, overcoming obstacles. But instead, I found out that even like a quarter-sized tattoo has a minimum of $60. So I was like, that's a bit steep for me. Maybe I won't do this. So I decided to go home and I reflected on it a bit more. And instead, I decided to change up my design and maybe get a bigger piece. And this piece on my side is my biggest and most intricate piece. And instead of a lotus flower, I chose a peony, which is my favorite flower, and did some mandala symbols surrounding the flower. So besides peonies being my favorite flower, they symbolize wealth, good fortune, and prosperity. They're also a reminder that great rewards are only obtained by taking great risks. And then the mandala symbols just represent how I strive for balance and harmony in all areas of my life. And my side piece was $250 total, but I did tip him and it was a total out to $300. So the next tattoo that I want to do will be going down the right side of my back, and I want to do some cherry blossoms. So I was actually watching a special about the Yakuza and their tattoos with my friend, and I heard the saying, live fast, die young, is why the Yakuza members actually had cherry blossoms. And I just thought that was so interesting that that was the meaning behind their cherry blossoms that are mixed in with their specific Japanese style of tattoo. But I still really just love the meaning behind it. You know, live fast, die young. Life is so short that we should be making the most out of every moment. So I'm not actually sure when I'll be able to book that appointment with Andy to do that tattoo, but that is definitely the next one on my list, and it will be probably, you know, the biggest and most intricate piece that I've done yet. And, you know, I still think it's interesting because for a long time I was the person who never thought I would get any tattoos, but look at me now. I'm at 4 and I'm thinking about 5. Who knows if I will get any more beyond that. So if you guys have any tattoos or just stories about how you came to decide what tattoo you wanted to get, be sure to leave any types of comments like that. But I guess that's it for today's video. I'm sorry that I couldn't film any like close-ups of my tattoos to insert into this video. I don't really have anyone here helping me out with my videos right now, so it's harder to get those shots. But hopefully the pictures that I've inserted were enough for you. If not, go ahead and check out my Instagram as well as my blog. I have better pictures on there as well. Thank you guys as always so much for watching, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.